Hi everybody, I'm Sarah from Sarah Bear's Creative Cave, and welcome to the cave. You might notice that I have some different stuff going on in the background today. I have a new backdrop, and there we go. I'm trying to tweak the camera settings and stuff. So today I have a few things to share with you. I have been gone for most of November. You guys have probably noticed. I'm looking at the thing above my head instead of looking at you guys. Sorry. So most of November, like I said, I have been gone. Dealing with life and stuff. And a lot of you know that I've said this before, like I'm very open with my mental health journey, and I struggle with depression, and I have an anxiety disorder. And November's been a very difficult month for me. So I have been just taking some time to focus on self-care and get myself to a good place. And I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. Yes, I am a human whip. What you gonna do? So I'm back just before the end of November, so at least I've got one in here. A lot has been going on. I know a lot of you may know or may not know that Canada Post is doing rotating strikes right now. And so a lot of mail is kind of backlogged, and it takes a while for stuff to get to me. I literally just got this yesterday. And because I love you guys, like it's not even open yet. It's not even open yet. So I'm going to open that today. I know you've probably seen like hundreds of them, and I'm super late, but I don't care. I'm going to open it anyways. So first, I'd like to say, if you've already been around and you kind of know what I'm all about, welcome back. Thanks for returning and hanging out with me in my little corner of the cave here. And if you're new, welcome. I do crochet and I knit. I've just been learning to knit, so I'm kind of in a knitting phase right now. So yes, so I crochet, I knit, I do bead weaving, I do macrame. So this here looks really messy. It's a work in progress. I got to this point and then I'm like, I feel like I don't like where it is right now, so I'm deciding what else to add to it. And yes, it has the unfortunate problem of having the middle color be exactly almost the same color as my wall. Oops. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. Anyway, so yeah, so this channel is about that, and I chat about my life and things in general, my mental health journey. Just, it's a little bit of me and a lot of my craftiness. So today I'm gonna share with you some semi-finished objects. I say semi-finished because I have to weave in some ends. So this, okay, it's really long. This is a hat. I'm gonna ruin my hairdo. This started out its life, okay? This started life as, it was gonna be a stocking for me, but it's, oh, and you can tell that I purled when I should have knitted if you see the little, oops. It's imperfect like me. So let's just turn that on. So yeah, it started out as a stocking. I cast on 80 stitches and did a 2x2 rib, which is 2 knits, 2 purls. And then I did stripes. But anyways, I was like, this is gonna be huge, because I got to here and I'm like, there's no way, like that's like, it's massive, way too big. I maybe have 1 or 2 things in this. I need a small stocking. It's just me and my husband and my dog. We don't need a lot, right? So here goes my hairdo. Oh dear. Okay, so this is not a pattern that I bought. This is not, like, I kind of took some elements and kind of went with it and made it my own. And it looks completely ridiculous right now. Okay, and I don't even care. So I just kind of decreased it whenever I felt like it should be decreased a bit. I should have probably started more like about here instead of way up here. But it's fun. And I'm going to do one of Debbie from the Canadian Crotcheter. She does these really awesome big fluffy pom-poms, and she's a genius, and she doesn't sew them in, she ties them in. Like, that's so super smart. So I'm going to do one of those big fluffy pom-poms for the end in white. So that is my Christmas hat. So yeah, my stocking fits my head perfectly. So yeah, I have a giant head. Debbie has the opposite problem. She has a small one. I have a giant head. I have like, yeah. So, I mean, it's not perfect. And you can see where my decreases are. And because this is like my first ever really like striped anything. And so I don't know if I did the decreases in the wrong spot, probably. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to find like the line. This is where so this is where like my starting row was, where I changed colors. I don't think it's terrible for a first timer, although it does kind of resemble something other than a hat. But once I add the pom-pom on there, and I'm debating about putting a little jingle bell in there too, which I can remove because I'm gonna be smart. Thank you, Debbie from the Canadian Crotcheter, for that genius idea. I'm gonna tie it on there with a bow, so if it gets really annoying and it's jingling everywhere I go and I don't want to listen to it anymore, I can take it off. So that is a mostly semi-finished object. And in here is another work in progress / semi-finished object. I'm so excited. I made a sock. Okay. Yeah, I realize I sound like a little kid and I don't even care. This is my first ever sock that I've knitted in my entire life. And it's totally imperfect, and my rib is like really loosey-goosey, and I don't even care. I made this with yarn that I dyed myself. This is some of my hand-dyed yarn. These are going to be for my husband because my head is huge. My feet are not that big. This is about this much too big on me. So yeah. So this is the first sock I made. And this, okay, is the second sock that I'm making. So I'm kind of like at, oops. Oh, there we go. I'm at this point. And yes, I'm using double pointed needles. I need to get a set of 5 or 6 in this size of needle because I don't like working with just 3 with the 4th one to work with. I think it would be better with 4. It would be more even and I'd have less problem with laddering. But if you look at the 2 socks together, you may notice a slight difference. And Sarah's tension between the first sock and the second sock. So I might have to wash this one twice before I get around to this one, and then they'll probably end up the same size because I refuse to rip out the first sock I ever made. But so these are my husband's socks, and at this point right now I'm just knitting the foot part to the toe, and then I do decreases, and oh, and I learned how to do Kitchener stitch. I probably didn't make it super perfect, and I don't care, but so this is the toe of my sock, and that is my Kitchener stitch. So this was open-ended, like, think like open like this, and then you have to sew it together. And the Kitchener stitch is kind of amazing. This is the first time I've ever done it, and it looks just like you knitted it, like from the toe. I think it's awesome. So clearly I'm working on like my decreases and my tension and stuff, and there's a weird little hole there. But yeah, so that's my first ever socks. And this is made with 100% superwash wool. I wanted something more warm because my husband likes to wear like layers of clothes because he works outside in like a heated structure, I guess. He works in a metal shop and he cuts metal for a living, basically. So he's basically outside, but it's heated, but the building itself is full of cold metal that comes in, so he needs like warmth and layers. So that is another mostly finished object, whatever. And you know, I always, if any of you have hung around a little bit, you know that I kind of get bored easily. I love to make big projects, but I hate to make big projects because I get bored of doing the same thing for a long period of time, and I like to have smaller things so that I can have some like instant gratification. So anyways, so there's this new thing that I literally just finished working on because I just finished watching the live video. It's from a woman, her name is Julia. I cannot remember how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not going to try. Her channel is JT House Crochet. She just put out not too long ago a crochet class book. She makes these amazing thread projects, dresses and tablecloths and all this gorgeous stuff. And I know not everybody likes to work with thread. I happen to like it. If you notice in the background, I have some nice cones of yarn. They're not all thread, but this one is. And it is, I don't know if it'll show up, I hope so. Yeah, that looks pretty true to color. It is like a minty green with, well, maybe it'll show up better if I hold up this piece. Minty green, purple, and like a dark kind of navy blue and a lighter blue. So there's like 4 colors in there. Yep, 4 colors. So this is going to be a tablecloth. And she just had like a live class on YouTube. So I will link her down below. And she has a yarn store where you can, this is like just cotton, not mercerized cotton. I bought this at a local mom and pop kind of yarn store forever ago. I think it was $17 for the cone, and it's a fairly large cone, and it's very much thin, like crochet cotton, I guess. It's thin. Anyways, here or there. Tangent, I keep forgetting what I'm saying. Yeah, so my anxiety is really bad. I need to go to see my doctor and kind of tweak my meds a bit and see if that helps, because I'm way more scatterbrained than normal. So that is something that I started because I didn't have enough projects. And if you look back here, those are my other socks that I started. And they've been sitting over here happy on their own, not being worked on. And then back there is the shawl, the knitted shawl that I started. Yeah, I need to get back to that, like, really badly. And something else. Okay, so back to when I'm all over the place today. You'll have to bear with me. It's been like a month since I've seen you guys. I have a lot to share. So this is something else. I have to hold it this way. This is something else that I'm working on. This is going to be a shark slipper. This is this is so many little pieces, you guys. So like I have fins that I have to make individually and then sew together a couple of them, stuff them, and then there's some I think that don't get stuffed, like these are like little side fins. There's lots of little pieces. And this here is going to be where the leg is, and this part, and I'll probably fold it inside, will be like the nose part of the shark, so it'll get stuffed. So it'll be like the shark is swallowing your foot. So I'm working on that. This took a while to come in because of the strikes, but I finally got it. This is a paid pattern, and because I'm super not prepared, and my printer isn't working, I still haven't gotten it to work, you guys. I'm like so not technologically inclined. Or I would have printed it out and then I could have looked at it and told you who made it, because I don't remember things. Yeah, I have memory loss issues because of anxiety. So sorry, I'm making all kinds of noise. Can you hear it? So this is the yarn for the shark slippers that I'm making for a friend of mine. And I'm using, it's called Mighty Stitch by Knit Picks. And it is a 20% superwash wool, 80% acrylic worsted weight yarn. It is number 4 weight. And it's very like bouncy, I guess is the word I would use for it. It's very soft, very lofty. That's the word, lofty. Yay, thank you. My brain decided to work. So when I first opened it, I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna like this. This is gonna suck to work with. I'm gonna hate it. Because if you see how it's all fuzzy and coming apart, I was like, that's not cool, man. I don't like that. But I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try it out. If it sucks, I won't use it. I'll make something else with it and whatever, I'll get new yarn. But it's soft and it works up actually really nice, and it has like a really nice kind of a sheen to it. It's not super shiny, but it has a sheen to it. So anyways, ooh, attached. So that is another thing that I'm working on right now. So I know you're all like, hey, stop talking, just get to it. You guys want to see what's in the knit crate? I want to see what's in the knit crate. I haven't looked at it. You guys, I waited. For you guys, I waited. This is a big deal for me because I'm like, oh, squishies! And because you can't see it probably in here, but if I tilt you guys up, I do have sort of a problem with the... Not a problem, unless you're my husband and you're paying for it. I'm joking. Yeah, I have a lot of knit crates. Actually, that's not all the knit crates I've ever gotten. That's just, I decided to start keeping the boxes and put the yarn in it so I can keep the little patterns and everything. So last month, I didn't get a box. There was some kind of issue with my payment. And then by the time I figured it out, the boxes were sold out. So I couldn't like try to put it through again and get another box. So I didn't get one last month, which is kind of sad. But this month I really, oops, I looked. But this month I really, really wanted the yarn because it looks so pretty. And I think I'm going to have to go tweak my settings though, after looking at this one. But yeah, so anyways, I don't have all the boxes because I was throwing out the boxes. My husband is incessant recycler. If there's a box, you have to like kind of almost leave a sticky note on it. Don't throw me out. Sarah needs this for something. Because he takes everything and puts it in the recycling. Like, where's this box? Oh, I put the stuff over there and I put the box in the recycling. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, I think. Yeah, so I have a bunch of yarn like in a bin because I don't have the boxes anymore. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Yarn. Now, I'm a little sad that I got brown because it's actually like one of my least favorite colors to work with. Browns and yellows are not my favorite to work with for stuff for me. Obviously I'm making like yellow brown socks. Those are colors my husband chose for me to dye with. Golden, yellow, and brown are the colors he chose. And I said, do you want to name your colorway? So his choice for a name was Bro Brown. So creative, honey. So anyways, that's why I'm working with those colors. That's what he chose. But this is from, well, obviously from Knit Crate, duh. It's Uru Yarns, which I've actually gotten Uru yarn before, and it's always really nice. I like it. It's very soft, and you know, if you can see back here, I have some yarn. It's Christmas yarn that I got from Hirschner's, and it's got like a gold, oh yeah, you can see the gold in that. But it's got that gold strand of glitter in it, which is nice for certain things, not for wearable items. Obviously, that's like a blanket kit that I bought a few years ago. You can see how far I've gotten on that. But anyway, so this is called Gilded, the colorway. It's actually not a terrible colorway. Like, I mean, it's not an ugly brown. I don't mind it. Like, you can really see the shininess in that. Ooh, that's exciting. So, like, there's, like, this deep kind of chocolatey brown, and then, like, a gold color, and it's got kind of a shimmer to the yarn. So it is 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina. And it is a worsted weight. There's 219 yards or 200 meters and 100 grams. Machine wash cold, tumble dry low. And all Uru yarns are made exclusively for Knit Crate. And it even has a lot number on it, which is cool. So, this month. So anyways, yeah, I was really hoping for like the dark blue color. Like, really? A lot. So I might have to go and buy that for myself because I really, really wanted it. So this month's theme is Enchanted. You guys probably already know this. Like I said, you've probably seen like 100 of these already. But I haven't done one in a while and I wanted to come and share with you guys. So if you haven't seen one, yay! Now you get to see one. I'm not an affiliate. I do not have an affiliate link. I pay for all this stuff myself. This is all stuff I've ordered. I'm not an affiliate with anything that I do right now. Possibly maybe in the future if it's something you guys are really interested in. Maybe. But for now, I just buy stuff I like or that I'm interested in or that you guys are like, hey, maybe you should try this out. So yeah, just a disclaimer. This is all stuff I paid for with my own money out of my pocket. Everything I say to you is my own opinion and I'm not compensated in any way. So if I put down a link below, you can get like $10 off, I think, your first box if you want to join, if you haven't. So I don't have like the 20% off coupon because I'm not an affiliate, but that's okay with me for right now. So if you're watching Knit Crate, wink wink, nudge nudge. So yeah, this month's theme is Enchanted. Wander away from the everyday into an imaginative world loaded with color and illusion. This month's Knit Crate theme explores magic and mythology through a mesmerizing array of jewel-toned colorways and elegant patterns. Get ready to settle. Get ready to settle. Is that not the saddest thing you've ever heard? Okay. Get ready to celebrate the sparkle in every stitch with this month's glittery, magical feeling membership yarns. And I don't know if this is gonna... there we go. See? Look at those beautiful colors. That's gorgeous. So in case you can't tell, I have a light like kind of right there. And it's actually my beading light. It's my magnified beading lamp. Because I got it for like $5 at a yard sale. It's really bright. And it's wintry and gloomy here. So I didn't want to look like I had, you know, giant bags under my eyes. But it also kind of creates a glare. Oh man, so beautiful. Sugar worsted. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, so the colors that they have this month. Yeah, because you guys can totally see what I'm going. Ooh, that's so pretty. Sorry. So the colors are Wolves, Roses, Gilded, and Twilight. So Wolves, Roses, Gilded, which I have, and Twilight. And Wolves is the one that I was really hoping to get. But I can go and order it. So this month's crochet pattern is called Fruit Ridge by Jen Dwyer. And it is like a little shawlette, I guess. Or, yeah, I guess I'd call that a little shawl. And it's got fringe. If you don't like fringe, don't add fringe. You can still make it, just don't add fringe. This one uses 2 skeins, so both skeins would be used for that project. And it tells you a little bit about the designer, where she's from and stuff like that. Okay, here's a good picture. This is the crochet pattern and this is the knit patterns. Because this month you can make a hat, a cowl, and fingerless gloves for the knit patterns. And that will use all of the yarn in your kit. Okay, Sarah. So, alright, so we have the fingerless mitts and the cowl and the hat. And they're all twinkle hat, twinkle cowl, twinkle gloves is what they're called. And this designer's name is Sandy Rosner. Hope I'm saying that right. Amazing. And so it has some info about her in the back as well, where she's from, and her like a little bio, I guess is what I'm going for. So it does have a little note in the back of the book that says there were some errors in the pattern. Oh, okay. This is called, oh, shut the front door. It's a sock pattern. But because there were some issues, they had to send it back to get it fixed before, so they had this printed before they could get it fixed, so we can get the online version. Can't brain today, I have the dumb. That's cool, those are pretty. I might actually make those. I might. So that is my November knit crate. I'm so excited. I'll add that to the, I may make what the patterns they sent me, or I might find something else for it. But I'll put it up there later. We'll just put it right here for right now. There we go. So I don't know if you guys noticed, I have some Christmassy stuff. I even have my little tree with the lights on. Okay, I'm gonna be, you know what? I'm not even gonna apologize. I'm just gonna drink my coffee. Because I like coffee and I didn't sleep very good last night, and so I got up late today, so I need coffee. So yeah, so that is kind of where I'm at right now. Kind of reorganizing. So it's funny because I just watched the podcast from the Secret Yarnery, and she did a little, oh, this is my new space, and look at all the stuff that I haven't put away yet. I'm not going to do that because, yeah, no. I have, just rest assured, I have a lot of stuff that I have to reorganize. This used to have all kinds of my cookbooks and my reading books on it. And they're sitting on top of my washer and dryer right now. So I have to put them on the yarn shelf because this kind of the best lighting that I could find in the house and the least warm spot. I have anxiety, and so when I start to feel anxious, I get flushed and I start to feel like really warm. So my craft / office / laundry room tends to be really, really warm, and it's too hot in there for me. I'm a sweaty mess when I go in there, and I don't feel like going on YouTube as a swamp monster. So we're in my living room on my dining room table, which I think we've eaten at maybe twice. It's constantly consumed with craft stuff. But my husband is a saint, and he doesn't complain because he has a TV tray and he gets to watch football or sports while he eats his supper. So he doesn't really care. He also has a lazy boy. Would you rather sit in the lazy boy? That sounds like very redneck of us. Don't even care. Just real life, people. It's my real life. Something else to share with you is I still have my giveaway basket because the winner, Leilani, I can't remember her last name, I did post under her comment a couple of times now. She hasn't gotten to me, and I've been checking my email and I haven't gotten a message from her yet, but I gave her until, I guess today's the 29th, so tomorrow. If I haven't heard from her by tomorrow, then December, well, I'm gonna pick a new winner. Sadly, I was really looking forward to setting this off right away. I'm so sad. So I think in the future, I'm going to probably do like 2 weeks to kind of get a hold of me. I think a month is a really long time for me to have to move this around my house when I'm doing stuff. But yeah, so if I don't hear from her and I do have to repost the giveaway, I will do a video showing you kind of everything that's in it, and I'll do another random YouTube comment picker. So what can I do? So if you know Leilani, and you are able to contact her outside of YouTube, because I'm not, let her know, hey, you might want to go and tell her that you want your stuff. Otherwise, it's going to go to somebody else. That's just how it is. Sorry. So I hope I hear from you. And if I don't, well, then I apologize. But I do have to send it out of my house at some point. So that being said, I have that. What else can I share with you today? Well, you can kind of see all my stuff all around. This is like most of my hand-dyed yarn is up here. And this is some ice yarn that I got. Love my ice yarn. eBay is a wonderful place. Something else that I pulled out today. It's not supposed to be like that. Why is it like that? It's all tangled up because I was moving it around. I was cleaning up the other day, and so my beads were all separated into individual colors on my beading mat because I do beading as well. These earrings I made myself. Anyways, yeah, I have bead barf now. If anybody knows what yarn barf is, when you have this lovely, lovely yarn that comes out and you have this big pile of yarn barf. I have bead barf, which kind of sucks. And if you can hear that, my dog is apparently barking at who knows what. Hey, mommy is doing a video and you're being quite rude. You should be quiet now, please. Don't make me get the water bottle. You don't like it. I have a spray bottle because my dog is like a cat. He despises water. Yeah, I use it when he refuses to shush. Hey, stop it. Sorry, I apologize. My dog is very loud. So anyways, this is, I don't know if you, it's not going to show up super great on camera probably. But this has 3 colors of blue. Now, okay, maybe it shows up a little bit on there. So these 2 colors on the inside are very close together and they're very similar. And they're all mixed up on my beading mat. And I have to make like 2 more of these flowers. I'm making a necklace. Yeah, like the greens are easy to identify because they're very clearly different colors of green. So this is one of the leaves. And black, well, it's black. That's not hard to figure out. And the dark blue, well, that's easy. But the 2 light blues, it's in timeout because I'm like, I don't feel like doing that right now. So, yeah. So this is kind of another thing that I'm working on. And this is, I will post a link in the video description box. It's a kit that I purchased from someone, I think she's in the Ukraine. She has a channel, like I said, I'll link her channel down below. And there's like a Facebook group and stuff like that. And so the